I want to do a training. I'm going to call it the Round Table Training for Commercial Real Estate. It's one of a kind. It's very unique. And those that want to come to that training, here's how we're going to do it. There will be a form back there. Ashley, if you can give me the form out there, please just give me one. And the form will tell you that I'm going to actually put, say, I don't know, 6 round tables. And each round table will have something. One will say apartment building. One will say hotels, motels. Thank you, ma'am. One will say storage facilities. One will say mobile homes. One will say medical buildings. And what I want to do, and let's say let's do industrial and warehouses. And what I want to do is, the students that want to come into the training, I want you to fill out this form, and I want you to tell me what table you want to sit at. Everybody got that? What table you want to sit at, because in that training, what we're going to do is I want maybe 4 or 5 by table. It's fine with me, however many. But each person coming in got to have a wireless laptop or one of those iPads, but wireless laptop. How many people have wireless laptop? Wow. All right. And what we're going to do is when we go to the training, I'm going to coach you through the entire process. This is like a mentorship training at the same time. Everybody getting this? And people dream, oh, I would like somebody to mentor me through this so I can know how they think, what to analyze, how to do the process. Can you mentor me? Yes, I'd like to mentor you for maybe $50,000. Well, I'd like you to come in, and as a group, you can do it all together and learn with each other, from each other. How many people like that concept and idea? It is, in my opinion, the best way to get the most knowledge in 3 days. It's going to be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And what we're going to do is the following. You come in, and I'm going to show you on your laptop. I'm going to tell you, this is what I want you to do. Let's go and find this type of properties. I don't want you to find it on LoopNet. We're going to go to the specific websites that sell storage facilities. I want you to go to the specific websites that sell mobile homes. And when you find them, are we finding the exact market? Yes or no? Yes. And once you find that, so let's say this group here is sitting at the first table. And Tom is going to stand up, and he's going to present on behalf of the apartment building guys to everybody in the class the 10 best websites and why he thinks with the group that this is the best website after this one, after this one, after this one. And if you own an apartment building, this is where you list it. And if you're looking for an apartment building, this is where you're going to find it on this website. Will everybody learn how to find apartment buildings from Tom at that moment? Yes or no? Then Tom sits down. And then Benton stands up, and Benton is talking about hotels and motels because that's what he likes. And he's standing up to present what are the websites for hotels and motels, where to find them, and why. And I've done already the research. I can stand there and do the training the same way. But it's going to be boring. Not going to be as exciting when we're talking about so many different. You'll be so overwhelmed. But from groups, different people speaking, discussing, brainstorming, standing up and having to speak, now you're learning several skills at the same time. How to research, how to negotiate, how to agree, how to stand and present, how to argue with the rest of the audience. Maybe they have questions for you. Would that be pretty nice? All right. And then how to how to analyze the numbers. So the next thing is, okay, let's talk about analyzing the numbers. You analyze numbers for apartment building, completely different than medical buildings, completely different than mobile homes, etc. So now, for the analysis of the apartment buildings for that group, it's going to be Jay that's going to stand up for the group, and he's going to talk about how we analyze apartment buildings and why you need to look at this number versus this number, what's obvious, etc. And then we're going to do the same for the whole group. That's on day 1. Day 2, how to control the properties. And each one is going to research. I want each person coming to that training. Listen carefully. I'm telling you, I want it in writing. Remember it. You come to that training, you bring me a contract about that type of real estate. Go call a broker. Go find a contract, make an offer, have them send you a contract. You bring that contract to the table. You've never bought a hotel? I understand. Go call somebody, broker, have them send you a contract so you bring it to that table because you're going to discuss that contract with everybody. You're going to discuss it with the group, then you're going to stand up. In a hotel contract, I think the best way to write the contract is to do a lease before doing a purchase, because a lease for a hotel will be better because this, and I discussed with the group. And now you're presenting on behalf of your group What's the best contract to buy this? What's the best contract to buy that? Will that be powerful for you, yes or no? Contracts, I want you to bring one. Those that want to come in, you bring a contract. I'm going to talk about what's the best way to control the property under contract. To find, analyze, control, and then time. The timing process is two things. Timing process is two things. Is the due diligence. I'm going to show you how to research what companies will help you doing due diligence. Is that important to find who does due diligence, for example, on apartment buildings or on industrials and warehousing? So because you may know some stuff, but who really is out there doing it and for how much? And then you stand there, let's say Koki stands there and she says, oh, we're specializing in storage facility. We found this company that can do all the due diligence anywhere in the United States. They charge $100 per storage facility. They do the whole thing. They send it to us. And if we're syndicating the deal, then we have a complete packet. Will that be powerful for you to learn and know and develop and present? And then who's doing the financing? So you're gonna actually have to research on the internet. Who is specializing? Do you know that mobile homes, not every bank does mobile home loans. There are some companies that just specialize mobile homes. And when you go to a specialist, you get the loan. When you go to Wells Fargo, they say, we don't do mobile homes. They're horrible. Because they don't understand, but the specialist will tell you how great they are. So I want you to stand there and say, here is who specializes in mobile homes. Is everybody learning from you? And you're teaching everybody? You're learning at the same time? And then industrial and warehouse, and then, so that's day 2, and then day 3, we go into strategizing. How do you now take each group? I want you to come up with ideas how to take it to highest and best use. Is that pretty nice and powerful? And then we can do a case study if we have time. I don't know how the time is going to go with this. It all depends on the group and the way they cooperate with each other and the way they express themselves, etc. So here's what I need you to do when I take the next break. I need you to put your name, your email address, phone number, and I put here, please circle, and then take the time to explain your area of commercial real estate property expertise. If you have expertise, I need you to bring it to the table. Roger, I talked to you a little bit. For example, Roger, he does, may I speak about it? He does some land development, and anybody else would be interested in land development? Anybody else? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, who else? 4, 5. Oh, wow, I have more interest than I thought. So Roger, then, see, I don't mind how many tables we have. If I end up with you telling me here, if I end up with, I don't want too many people. I want a limited in numbers so everybody benefits, all right? I prefer to have no more than 5 per table because it's find, analyze, control, time, and strategize. So I'd like 5 by table. Everybody getting this? Say yes. So please, circle the type of commercial property you have expertise in. If you have no expertise in any, it's all right. And you may say, because I have expertise in senior living facilities, and I'd like to bring that to the table. So if you have some type of expertise, we'd love to have you. Because then the group that's sitting with you is going to benefit from you, not just from Cherif Medawar. So what happens here is, I'd like to have about 4 or 5 by table. And I'm seeing there is interest for land development, and I'm sure other people that don't have any idea about land development will benefit from Roger and Peter, and all the people are going to sit at that table and do it. Would you agree with me, yes or no? So let's go ahead and say, I want you to give me the information here, and then maybe you can write for me in the bottom, I want to be sitting at the table of, and then tell me what kind of table. Mobile home would be your first choice, let's say, and number 2, hotels and motels. Give me a couple choices. All right, this way I know, okay, well, sorry, the apartment building table is filled up. So your second choice was storage, your storage. Oh, you want land development now? You're going to sit with Roger and Peter, etc. But wherever you sit should be where you have the most expertise. And maybe your expertise is in hotels and motels, but you want to learn land development, it's okay, rest assured, you will learn it. You will learn it because you're going to bring this to the table, and you're going to learn from what they share. And it's the same principles. Who is here that came to Puerto Rico? Who is here came to Puerto Rico? Okay, so Tina and Steven and Peter, so you guys are already in. You already signed up for Puerto Rico, so you're in. You're already in, so I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ex-Puerto Rico graduate, or 8 actually, that will be coming. Those that are interested in this, fill it out. I don't want you to pay right now because I got to go through it tonight with Ashley. And then tomorrow, I'll say, all right, let's go ahead and do it, etc. But really, I want you to come in and benefit a great deal from this. It's going to take your depth of knowledge in commercial real estate to a level nobody has. Good. Are you excited about this one? Yes, Al.
You have the table there. It would be one spokesman per table. Is that the way it works?
Yes. What I'd like to do is, and I'm sorry I wasn't clear. Let's say at the table of the apartment building, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sitting there. So Tom started and talked about how to find the deals, because he discussed it with the group, and he talks about apartment. Now we're in the analysis stage. So guess what? It's Ilson that stands up and talks about the analysis. So everybody presents for the group. That's my goal. Now, if I end up with 6 per table, then it's okay, because one will present the due diligence and one will present the financing, because it's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but the timing portion, we're timing 2 things, so I could have 6 per table. If I have 7, then maybe some people can do a presentation together while we decided this on these sites, etc. But I want everybody to participate in the presentation, because it brings your knowledge to another level when you got to present to somebody what you know. Then you realize, oh shit, I don't know it so well. Because if you're nervous about presenting that part, you don't know it, and I want you to know it. All right? Good.